Hello and welcome to a Smurd P video, and today we're looking at Transformers Reactive 2-pack, Optimus Prime and Soundwave from Hasbro. Now, personally, I almost skipped this because I thought, oh, another gaming pack, and then I saw how good Optimus looked and I thought, I really need this. And I think I'm going to be very, very happy with this. Bring my light around so you got some nice artwork on the side, on the back. So Optimus Prime transforms in 37 steps. Wow. So I'm hoping perhaps similar to Earthrise's transformation, perhaps very similar. And then you got Soundwave, and then some pictures, I guess, from the game. I've never played the game Reactive. I'm not sure if it's a mobile game or an actual game that you're playing like your Xbox or your PS5, to be honest with you. And it's also got splash damage. I have no idea what splash damage means, or maybe that just means that there's some splash that so it looks like it's damage, maybe. I'm not sure. And then on the other side you got Soundwave. Once again, that artwork is incredible, and you can see I got that from HMV, which I think was when I realized that actually I wanted to grab this, seemed to be the only place that really had it, so hence me buying it from there. But HMV have come through on a few things that I brought recently. It's not a place that I would commonly go for Transformers though. So let's get these two figures out of the pack and have a closer look. Okay, so here they are out of the packaging, and firstly, wow. Firstly, very cool. Secondly, I don't know what it is. The Soundwave feels more like a deluxe class. I feel like he should be. Yeah, I'm obviously thinking G1 here with my G1 brain on here. I feel like they should be. He should be around here at the very least. Maybe just a little bit smaller than Optimus, but you know, I don't know. I just feel like he's a little bit too small. Don't get wrong, he's absolutely gorgeous, and you know, and that's what I mean. Maybe if they made him bulky, maybe they don't get the Auto mode right. Maybe that's the train of thought. Whereas big truck, you know, it's not such an emphasis on this. So anyway, that was just a minor gripe when I got him out. But look at that. That is a fantastic head sculpt there. Absolutely gorgeous, beautiful Decepticon Sigma going on there. The detail all around there. I've put this little gun here because this little gun has, on the handle, you can sort of move this up and down. So you know, you've got that, and it sort of reminisces off that original gun that you had back in the day on the G1. But that is a very nice little upgrade. Would have been cool to have some really nice details on there. Would like a little bit more detail on there, but it's not the end of the world. You know, this looks gorgeous. Now, I guess you can't really open this up, so I think if they do ever release any sort of mini cons, there's no way to put that in there and address that. So from that perspective, a little bit disappointed. Maybe I've just looked at it wrong. I've only looked at it quickly, so I could be wrong. The details all around here, and you've obviously got the second gun down here, which is a classic Soundwave gun, G1 Soundwave. You know, it's always a classic gun going on there. You know, and it's just really nice. So other than my little gripe that he's a little bit small, he does have the big backpack. The wheels settle in there quite nice. You've got some hollow gaps, but nothing that I think it's the end of the world. So let me just quickly do articulation. The head, you can get, there is, oh, wait a minute. No, okay. So I got excited there thinking that I'd found something, but I hadn't. It just pops up for the transformation, I suspect. So the head can move around. There's some nice movement there, etc. Arm can go all the way around, lift up like that. The usual single on the arm is there, and there is wrist movement as well. You can go all the way around with the waist. You can see nice articulation there, nice kicky, you know. You can really do the splits as well. Swivel there, single there, but a nice single. You can get him into some real nice articulation there. Yep, there's a little movement on the foot, not much, but there is, etc. Some nice movement. So some really nice articulation for this figure. I really do dig him. I think he's great. Other than that minor gripe that I wish he was a little bit taller. Sorry, I don't know why I'm still messing around, but right, but let's just move him out of the way. Otherwise, I'm going to be distracted. Now, let's look at Optimus Prime. This is the figure that made me decide I want to buy him, because, wow, look at that. That is pure gorgeous. Even if it's not a G1 Optimus Prime, stunning. You can see the, I'm hoping you can see, there are blue eyes in there. They are very small, but really fantastic detail. This, you know, absolutely incredible. You know, all the stuff you would expect from a really solid Optimus Prime. And this is nice. I think you could even, I dare say, you could even just stick this in your collection as a, you know, almost a G1 replica if you haven't got Earthrise Optimus Prime, which is probably still, in my mind, one of the best Optimus Primes that I've ever brought from Hasbro. Although I believe that there was a rumor that there's a Studio Series 1 being released, which I hope they do, and I hope it's the ultimate Optimus Prime. You know, it comes with the axe, it comes with roller. You know, I really do hope that happens. He's got a nice little axe there as well, to reminisce that original arc, and the beautiful iron cannon. So if you have Earthrise, there was a release, a weaponized release that had a really nice ion cannon. So I feel like this could definitely work. I'm not a fan of this piece here, but the rest of it looks really, really nice as well. So I think you gotta have him perhaps holding it in the left hand, in my mind. So that's very cool. And I did put them on the back. It's up to you whether you decide you want to hit on the back. And then obviously he comes with the Matrix of Leadership, and that is I think one of the best ones that I've seen. Is that probably very similar to wait a minute, sorry, probably very similar to the one that came with the Earthrise and the Hot Rod version. It doesn't look as metallic, but it is still very, very nice. Definitely some nice blue in there as well. Sorry, I'm shining the light on you. Got a nice little bit of blue in there, and that just sits very nicely in there, which is great. I'm going to keep that out because after this I'm going to take some pictures. So from an articulation perspective, the head can go all the way around and look up and down like so. You can do that with the arm. You can lift that up like so. You can go back a little bit as well. There's a little bit of movement there. There is wrist wrist rotation as well. You can move this all the way around. You do have this piece here, so do be careful as well. You can do the full splits. You can sort of go forward a little bit. You can go all the way up like so. There's a swivel there. You can lift up like that. You do have the single lift like that. I thought there was something on the foot. No, you can pull that out a little bit. Not really an upsy and downy, which is a little bit disappointing because you would expect that. But I feel like you could really get this fella into some great, awesome poses. So, in a second, I'm going to put some of the weapons on so we can have a look at that. Now, the biggest disappointment about this figure is there is no movement on the hands, which means if you get the Matrix out, very nice Matrix, you can never have him holding it, which I find a missed opportunity, in my opinion, from Hasbro, because that would have made this Prime spot on. Because it is, I'm finding it very difficult to have many opinions that it is not a good Prime. So just I just want to bring that up because I find that very disappointing. Let's just put the gun on there. Oh, if I can. Oh my goodness, I am so, everything's going wrong now. There we go. Wouldn't be a review without saying going wrong. Been a while since I've knocked everything over though. Yeah, that sort of doesn't really sit in there like flush, which is, it's a little bit better on this hand perhaps, but you can, you know, get it like that, which looks pretty cool. But yeah, it doesn't slot completely in because you've got these pieces here and it just sort of hinders it a little bit. And then you've obviously got the axe, which you just slot into the hand. And then in reality, you want it like that, because that looks very cool. Now, it would have been nice if they had given you like another part that you could just collapse around it. They did really well, for example, with Bulkhead, with the boulder, and it's just sort of the second part just sort of collapsed around it. So a little bit disappointed, because now you've got to make sure you get the angles right so that it actually looks really cool. But I still think that looks pretty darn decent, in my opinion anyway. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to transform both of these figures, and we can have a look at those all important AUT modes. So both transformations actually were a lot of fun. This one needed probably a little bit more concentration, but it was very smart, very intelligent, and like a fantastic puzzle of how everything came together. I saw similarities with Earthrise, but not complete, because you do have there is a backpack that forms the lower part of the truck, so to speak. So you can see how that comes together. You got this spoiler sort of here, etc., which came from the back rather than perhaps the legs, and it seems a little bit more defined like this as well. And I'm just noticing now I haven't got that in the exact place. There are some minor gaps there, but I think it's a good job, and they've managed to sort out the feet so that they end up in that area, which leaves you sort of semi covering the upper part of the legs, etc. And there is a little gap, but not too much there, etc. Just all comes together. At the back, okay, you've got a couple gaps here, not perfect, but you know, just look at that front. That's what you're gonna be looking at. You've got a fantastic truck front, beautiful Autobot sign there. These may have been a little bit bigger. Would have been cool if you could have extended those for the AUT mode, but once again, not the end of the world. And then you've got this tread here as well, which makes the figure a little bit more robust. It looks like it's been used to shove some Decepticons or something. But yeah, fantastic. You can add the weapons on the side, so you can add the axe on like so. Doesn't look too bad. And then you can add the gun on there as well. Now, one thing that I would have loved to have seen, and bear in mind this wasn't a cheap set, would have been cool to have a truck. I mean, I'm not even sure that the capability is here. They've not even perhaps factored that in there, so I guess in their mind it's just a cab, and that is it. Once again, Soundwave, very smart transformation. Not much going on underneath there. Nice wheels. You can get the gun on there, which I think looks great. You can have that shooting in all sorts of directions. The chest piece that forms the front part of the car looks grand. The spoiler, beautiful colors, etc. So even like I said, so when I say he's too small in robot mode, if he was that big, this AUT mode would not work as well as it does, and it looks fantastic. There's some great movement. Sorry, not my camera. Some great movement with both of them going on there. You've got this little satellite that pops up. I mean, you can take the guns off if you want. You do have gaps there, but you could just have it like that as well. And the detail on there looks fantastic. So these two are fantastic. I think they're absolutely a grand set, and I'm really actually glad I bought this, because I easily thought it's gaming. I do buy the Studio Series games stuff, but I thought I almost completely missed this. I decided I wasn't going to do it, and then I saw it again. I was like, I need to buy that. That looks really cool. That is a cool Optimus, and Soundwave is pretty awesome as well. So there we go. Beautiful 2-pack. Anyway, I hope you like my video. If you do, please support my channel by subscribing. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video. Thank you to those already subscribed to my channel as well. Make sure you look after yourself. Very important these days. And as always, embrace geekiness. Take care. Goodbye.